Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Saturday and welcome back to yet another weekly home fragrance roundup. Hope you guys had a great week. If you are new around here, this is just a chance for me to casually chit chat about all of the home fragrance that I was using over the course of the past week. In these videos, I typically do updates on candles that I have already formally reviewed. So if anything goes haywire after the review, this is an opportunity for me to update you on that. Also, I have been burning a ton of fall and Halloween candles, so it kind of gives you a little bit of a heads up what to expect in terms of in-depth reviews. We talk wax melts, we talk what I've been crocking, what I've been lamping. If you don't know what crocking and lamping is, I use candle crocks. I also use candle lamps. And if you don't know what either of those two candle accessories really are, or how to use them, or what the benefits of them are, check the description box. There is actually a video dedicated just to that particular topic that I did. It was either a year or two ago now. I kind of redid the video, so that is down there. There's also some other candle related videos. There are links to where you can purchase all of the things that I'm showing here. There are discount codes. I also include the candle sales that are happening at my favorite retailers this weekend, or any given weekend as well. So yeah, the description box is usually a plethora of information, so feel free to check that out if you are so inclined. I hope you guys have some fun weekend plans. Let me know what you're going to be doing in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to let me know what you were burning and melting this week as well. Personally, I'm going to be heading up north to visit my mama. I definitely need some mama time right now, so I'm going to head up there. It's actually only Thursday when I'm filming this, so I'm trying to get some stuff pre-filmed before I take off so it can just be scheduled to go up. So anyway, yeah. Let's dive into it. The first thing that we're going to do is the usual tour of what is currently happening around the house. I'm going to get started just really quickly with what's happening back here. You guys, it's almost done. What is this? Oh, it's my Bath & Body Works Radiant Sky. It's my very last one. I don't think it came back this summer. I'm pretty sure it didn't come back this summer. If it did and I missed it, I would be livid with myself, but I don't think this one came back. I really hope they intend on bringing this one back at some point, because I fell in love with it, and it is the most, I think it's the most delicious lychee candle that I've come across, and I'm just desperate for more, and I don't know that I'm gonna get more. Please bring it back, Bath & Body Works. So that's what's happening there, and I'm gonna go ahead and pry Alf off my lamp because he is joining us here per usual. Let me see if you guys can see. There he is. There's Alf. He is already just kind of chilling in my lap here, taking his nap, but I'm gonna have to give him the boot here because we're gonna go check out the rest of the candles that are currently going around the house. So let's go ahead and dive into that, and what's in my crocs, what's in my lamps and all that, and then we will meet back here, and we have a veritable treasure trove of fall and Halloween goodness to get through. So yeah, let's dive in. In the kitchen is the very last little bit of my beloved HomeWorx Farm Stand Peach. It really is on the last burn. The flames are pretty low at this point. I'm just going to kind of let this go until it extinguishes itself, but you guys know how I feel about this fragrance. As far as like fresh, juicy summer peach scents go, I just don't think that you can go wrong with this one. So even if you are no longer in the mood for fall fragrances, or sorry, summer fragrances at this point, put this one on the list for next summer. It's absolutely delightful, and I just don't have enough good things to say about it. So anyway, that is what is currently going in the kitchen. Here in the downstairs powder room, I am currently burning Boats Candle Co. Beachside, and this one has a nice creamy coconut base, but there's also some like sweeter fruity notes in here as well. I feel like I get some like mango papaya vibes here. Anyway, it is absolutely delightful. Also, these are wood wick, so I don't know if you can hear the little crackling. I'm gonna be quiet for a second. I hope that the camera picks it up. Can you hear that at all? I really like the vibe of the wood wicked candles. They freak Craig out for some reason, but I really like them. So anyway, if you are in the market for a delicious creamy coconut and then sweet mango papaya type mix, this is a great one to check out. I actually believe that she might be having a sale, a 25% off sale on her website right now. So go check this out if you're interested. Again, I'm gonna have her linked in the description box down below. Full disclosure, this particular candle was sent to me in PR, so just so you guys are aware, but obviously all opinions are still my own. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, we are now in the laundry room, and this is where I have one of my favorite candle crocs ever. Again, I can't link this one for you, but I do have two very neutral candle crocs that are linked in the description box down below that are, I think, right around either $20 or $25. Great price point. I cannot recommend candle crocs enough, especially for those of you that are trying to maybe get through your candle collection a little bit faster, or if you are dealing with a lot of problem candles, maybe you are dealing with a lot of sooting or you have puny wicks or whatever. Obviously a HomeWorx candle, a HomeWorx 4-wick candle is not going to fit in here, but candle lamps certainly work for HomeWorx. So, but if you have Kringle, Yankee Candle, Bath and Body Works candles, any of those candles that have just about the diameter of any of those, they will fit within the candle crocs. All right. What is in this one? I'm actually getting ready to turn two of my candle crocs off. I'm actually not even going to bother showing you the one that is in my master bedroom because it has this exact same candle in there, and it is from the Kringle Fantasy Collection. This is Unicorn Poop. I purchased, I think, 6, 7, 8. It was probably 8. I think I bought 8. Listen, this was still when I was in my phase of buying things in bulk. I no longer get to be that person because I have made a commitment to purchase candles just a little bit more mindfully these days. I only have one closet going forward that I can house backup candles in, and I cannot outgrow that closet. Like, it's just a rule I put in place for myself, and I'm really firm about it. I know it sounds silly to some people, but for me, I was just getting really overwhelmed by the sheer amount of candles that I had. I will always collect them. I will always have some backups, but I don't need 500 candles in my house. I don't mind that other people do that. It is certainly what my life was like for probably 10 or 15 years, but I think I just got really overwhelmed with, you know, opening a cabinet in my laundry room and finding candles, or opening a cabinet in my office, looking underneath the guest bed. They were just everywhere. And I gave a bunch of candles away. I burned through a bunch of candles. I melted a bunch of candles. And now I am finally at a place where my collection is more reasonable and I don't want to go back. So it's just me. But this is, like I said, Kringle Unicorn Poop, and I just had a ton of them, and I love the scent. I love it. So I just went ahead and put the brand new unburned candles in my crocs, and they went full force 24/7 for 3 weeks straight. If I were to burn this candle 24/7, it would not last 3 weeks. So I feel like I almost get more enjoyment, or longer periods of enjoyment, by melting certain candles. But I love the ambiance, right? So I do burn a lot as well. I like having the option of like melting or burning, I guess is the moral of the story. But that's what's in here. It's mostly unscented at this point, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off, and then probably use the wax to just create some more of my wax melts for our outdoor fireplace. All right, let's go upstairs. However, there is a candle that is going to be full blast from the past vibes in my upstairs hallway underneath that candle lamp. So let's go check that out. All right, so this is the last candle crock that I am gonna share with you guys. The other lamps are not currently in use, so nothing to show there. But I decided to put the last third of my Kringle Sea Breeze in this particular candle crock. This is the one that really isn't pairing all that well with the Pinot Noir candle that I just showed you guys. I think I need to pick one or the other for sure. But yeah, I love this particular coconut scent. And at this point in the summer, I'm just kind of trying to finish up all of the remaining summer candles that are floating around. I actually have probably 4 or 5 candles that are summer fragrances that I still need to review. But at this point, I might just wait until next year. I don't know. I don't want to talk about summer candles anymore. Is that bad? I just am so over the heat, I think. But at any rate, Sea Breeze is a gorgeous, creamy, beachy, ocean air concoction that kind of rocks my world. I have one that I bought one left in my collection that I bought with the intention of burning it this summer. But like I said, at this point, I think I'm just gonna kind of, go and finish these up. So I'll save that second Sea Breeze for next year. But I need to stress to Kringle, please, please, please don't discontinue it. Don't do away with it. I mean, unless you're gonna put it on like super clearance, in which case I'll buy a lot. I shouldn't, but I love this, and I just pray that they keep it around. It is delightful, and if you're into these like creamy, beachy, coconutty scents, this is one that's totally worth trying. All right, Alf, you ready to head back downstairs? Let's keep going. All right, we'll see you back downstairs. And we're back. Hope you guys enjoyed that little tour of what's currently happening around the house. And let's dive in to just a whole host of stuff because there's so much to discuss this week. All right, I will go ahead and get started with the candles that I actually finished this week. The first one I'm gonna grab is one that I've been burning for the last couple of weeks, and I have been forgetting to bring it in here to actually share it with you guys, and now it's done. She gone. Like there's like no wax left in here, you guys. I am astounded by how little wax remains. These wick clips, they did great. Anyway, what is this? I can't believe I really wish that I would have been sharing this candle with you for the last couple of weeks. It's actually a really great scent. And those of you that are still in a summertime mood, this is a good one. The in-depth review will be linked in the description box down below in case you missed it. I'll try to remember to link all the videos that I did this week in terms of in-depth reviews. I've been meaning to do that in the description box, but I've just been forgetting. So I'll do that in case you're interested in this. This is the Ultraviolet #1 by Pilopia. So this was sent to me in PR. Full disclosure, they reached out, asked if I was interested. They only have one candle on their website. Pilopia is a bit of I would call it a lifestyle brand. They've got clothing, they've got some home accessories, they've got swimsuits, personal accessories, things like that. They're based out of New York. This candle smells amazing, and it had a really clean burn, you guys. First of all, the company's cruelty-free, and this is 100% soy wax, which I think is personally my favorite. So the notes in here are violet leaf, blackcurrant, and mandarin, geranium, jasmine, and rose, and then sandalwood, amber, and vetiver. It's a beautiful fragrance, and like I said, if you're not already moved on to all of the fall scents, it's a little spendy. It's a little spendy. This is for those of you that are interested in luxury candles. The price point is $68. I'll just come right out and say that. This is an 11-ounce candle, but look at that burn. I mean, there is something to be said for the quality, and you know what? I think I'm actually going to reuse this jar because this is a beautiful jar. I mean, that's almost like a nice drinking glass, isn't it? Yeah, I'm totally gonna save that. That's pretty. Anyway, I really enjoyed this. I would actually repurchase it. Not now, because again, I am moving on from summer. I am so over this summer. I do realize we are not quite halfway through August. Let's face it, we're still in the beginning of August, but mentally I am checked out for a multitude of reasons, but largely because it's really hot out. Okay, oh, I finished this and I loved it so much. Listen, I love Voluspa. They actually just recently released a berry scent for the fall. I'll be picking it up. And you know what else they finally did? I've been waiting for this to happen because I want the hearth size. So the Tahitian Vanilla Coconut, I think it's called, was a Sephora exclusive. And I had a little, well, not a decent sized tin, not a tin like this, but like they're, you know, like medium sized tins. I had one of those and I fell in love with that fragrance and I just kind of nursed it along. I had it in the downstairs powder room because, you know, it was just a one wick, so it didn't feel like a large space. But it was beautiful in a smaller area. And I just kept thinking, I want the mega size of this one. But then Sephora, like, didn't carry the hearth size anymore, which annoyed me because I was like, I would like those points, but I'm not gonna get them. So they finally brought that scent, which used to be a Sephora exclusive, to the Voluspa website. And you guys, I'm gonna get it. It is not summer anymore, but I'm gonna get that wildberry one anyway to test out and review. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick up that hearth for next year, and that'll be like, I'm gonna call that my birthday present to myself this year. Because they're expensive, but let me tell you something about those hearth candles, you guys. They are beautiful. The vessels, beautiful. The wax, gorgeous. The number of wicks, plentiful. The strength and throw, outstanding. Like, will fill my house. And so I think it's worth it. And it'll be a great summertime candle to just have in the background all summer next year. So anyway, but this coconut papaya here, let's get back to this one. Great burn. Just freaking flawless. It's one of their 3-wick tins. This one, obviously. Okay, sorry about that. Had to take a phone call real quick. Let's get back to this Voluspa coconut papaya here. Usually these 3-wick tins are circular. This one is obviously an octagon. I really like the shape of this one and I love the color. Let me see. Oh yeah, look, and it's got these like little gold speckles. Isn't it pretty? These containers are gorgeous, you guys. These are great to reuse if you clean them out for, you know, things like safety pins, collecting change that you, you know, get out of the washer after you do laundry. I don't know what it is about my husband, but he leaves money in his pockets all the time, and I'm gonna start collecting all of the money from his pockets and I'm gonna set it off to the side. And I think by the end of a year, I will have enough maybe for us to do like a beach getaway or something for a weekend. I don't know why this man never cleans out his pockets. And I don't think to reach in pockets prior to popping them into the washing machine because, you know, like I go through my pockets before I put things in dirty laundry. And since he's a grown man, I just think surely he has gone through his pockets, but he never does. And I do know that, so I should be just going through them, but it's money. It's just getting cleaned in the laundry. Anyway, moral of the story is this would be a great tin to collect Craig's change in. I really love this one. I do desperately want this one in, maybe not the hearth size, but I do want it in one of their luxe sizes for next year as well. I love Voluspa. I am fast falling in love with a lot of their scents. I have to be a little bit more picky about what I'm going to pick up in a larger format because obviously the price point of Voluspa candles is a little bit up there. And while I don't mind splurging every now and then, I can't, you know, I do have to be careful about what I am splurging on. So, but anyway, I love that. If you're into coconut and papaya, you gotta try that one. All right, another one that I finished is the Farm Stand Blueberry from HomeWorx. You guys, I finished another 4-wick from HomeWorx for the summer, and I'm really excited to have finished this one. Not because I'm over it, I love it, and I still have a couple of these left for next year. So you'll be seeing more Farm Stand Blueberry on my channel here, but I actually would repurchase this hands down over and over again. I think the entire farm stand collection is just really delicious and authentic. So I've loved all of these farm stand candles, the farm stand cherry, the farm stand watermelon. Why has he not brought back farm stand nectarine? Ugh, who remembers farm stand nectarine? That was incredible. But yeah, love that. Glad it's done. Another one that I finished is, now this one did have quite a bit of wax that was left in the bottom, but it extinguished itself. So those are the wick clips that you see there, that little metal part at the bottom of the wick there that is no longer lightable. Sometimes a HomeWorx candle will be like this, where there's like, this is just a very, very thin layer of wax here, and sometimes it'll be a slightly thicker layer of wax. Now, could I extract this wax from here and still put it in a warmer? Probably, but I don't know. When my candles extinguish themselves, I just, for the most part, I'm like, okay, I'm done with it, and I move on. But you could also put this on a hot plate warmer or something like that. There's a multitude of ways to get just every single ounce of fragrance out of your candles, and sometimes I'm willing to do it, but a lot of times I am not. So let us start diving into the fall candles. So actually, you know what? I'm gonna start with Halloween, because I shared the 2 new collections that are going to be launching at Kringle, the Spellbound and the Artist Collection. Those videos went up, I think, towards the beginning of this week. Again, they'll be linked down below. So this is one of the members of the Artist Collection. This is a Whimsical Quirky Balloon Clown. Let me tell you, my reaction to this one was a little perplexing. I think there was some confusion as well, and also maybe a tiny bit of like disgust in a way. I don't care for this scent. Listen, normally Kringle, I think they make an amazing scent, and even if it's not usually in my wheelhouse, I'm like, yes, this is for me. I'm gonna try this. You know, it's worth a try. It's Kringle. There's no way that it can be awful. But I don't know what it is about the scent. Maybe it's the matcha in here. But it's almost like, I've seen several of your comments about how this compares to Vanilla Rose Cone, as well as the just like Vanilla Cone candle. And it's like they took the Vanilla Rose Cone as a base, because there's also rose water in here. So I think it leans a little bit more towards that one. And then they added additional sweetness to that, like intensified the sweetness by like 100, and then they put matcha in there. And I don't mind matcha scents. It's not something that I'm gaga over, but I've enjoyed some matcha scents in the past. I don't know what matcha this is. It smells very like, how do I put this so that it's not super visual? It's kind of vomity smelling. There's a visual. I don't know, and I lit it because I was like, it has to transform when it's lit, right? Not really. It didn't change much. I think a little bit of that matcha was like toned down once I actually lit it. But you can see, I mean, I definitely didn't let it burn for very long. I think I had it lit for probably about an hour and a half. And then after that, I was like, I think I've had enough for now. So I'm gonna keep burning it though, because Kringle was kind enough to send me this in PR, and whenever I review a candle, it is always when they are at least a third or halfway through. So I'm gonna keep going, because this is what I do. I figure it out. I make it work. Maybe I can blend it with something else to tone it down. I'm not sure what that would be, but I'll figure it out. Yeah, just, it's like the Vanilla Rose Cone with the addition of more sugar and a weird matcha note. Listen, just because I don't like it doesn't mean you won't. It doesn't mean you won't like it. We all have our own personal preferences, and that is okay. Let me tell you about this Haunted Hollows here. Look at how much I burned this one this week. Hey, guess what I'm kind of falling in love with? I didn't want to put it out. I burned this many times this week, and I really like it. I really like this one. So this is Wood Smoke, Fir, Herbal, Apple, Patchouli, and Musk. I do think this one kind of leans Halloween-y for me personally, but I can see where some people don't think of this as a Halloween scent. This wood smoke note is so interesting to me, but I've just really enjoyed this. This almost borderline smells like a bathroom cleaner product to me, but incredibly sophisticated and beautiful and just addicting. This, for whatever reason, I'm kind of addicted to this scent right now. I think I really like the patchouli in here. I think I really like the patchouli in here. Maybe that's what's sucking me in. I love patchouli. Listen, not dirty hippie patchouli. I'm very sensitive to that. The beautiful perfumey patchouli that you smell in a lot of, like, you know, high-end personal fragrances like perfumes, yes. But stinky patchouli, not really my thing. But this, I love it. I'm gonna keep burning the heck out of this because I can. And then the Spellbound collection. Okay, we started with the Spirit's Call. I do understand that this particular collection is not going to be for everybody. The you know, the witchy vibes here do not appeal to the masses. But if you are like, if you have a lot of decor that kind of mimics this style of, you know, packaging here, I think this would be a really kind of neat line to incorporate with your Halloween decor. So they've got little spells on the back, or chants, if you will. But anyway, this one here is very smoky. I had Stella smell this one and she said it kind of smells like smoky gum, which is not how I described it. But after she said that, I was like, you know what? I don't know that she's entirely wrong. And I'm not like saying like it's like spearmint gum and smoke, but just like this tiny hint of like a freshness from like gum, you know? It's so interesting. This is not in my wheelhouse. This is not something that I would have ever purchased. This was sent in PR, but I'm really glad I got it because, again, it kind of appeals to me. So the notes are smoked pumpkin, guaiac, clove wood, cedar wood, and autumn patchouli. You know what? It's the patchouli. It is always the patchouli that gets me. It's just interesting. Do I think that this is one that I would hoard? No, I don't think so. But hold on a second. Is my camera, is it focusing on me or is it focusing on the what is the camera focusing on? I have no idea. Anyway, I just turned on the little finder thing. So, all right. So that is the Kringle Halloween stuff that I've been getting started on. But what you're actually probably going to be seeing more reviews of first is the Kringle classic jars for fall. I've really been like digging into these so that we can get to the halfway point here. So we're going to be discussing some of these here just initially, but again, the in-depth reviews are coming. This is Maple Woods. Now this is definitely an interesting maple here. This is maple, wood, sweet, floral, amber, and citrus. This is the most interesting maple that I've ever smelled. It's not like an overly sweet maple, but it is a very distinct maple note. There's a lot of woodiness in this one for sure. I actually feel like I get some kind of oak type notes from this. It's a nice scent. The amber, I wish there was maybe a little bit more amber in this, but it is a nice scent. It's very unique, and honestly, I think this label is probably one of my faves. So I have this dream of going to New England during the fall one of these years and doing the leaf peeper thing, you know. I just think that sounds like such a good time. I love being outside in the autumn just because it's cooler, and I love the colors. I love how fresh everything smells in the fall. I love rain, and I love it here in Oregon, but I want to experience it on the East Coast because you guys have a totally different scenery, I feel like, and I need that in my life. So maybe next fall or the following fall, one of these years, I am gonna come to the East Coast for some leaf peeping. That is a term that I just learned last year, and it cracks me up. I just always viewed it or called it like going and looking at trees, but it's leaf peeping. You're peeping at the leaves. Okay, what do we have here? We have Kittens and Cashmere. Okay, if you really enjoy sweater weather from Bath and Body Works, this is Kringle's version of sweater weather. I think it was Katie that kind of coined that, and she's pretty spot on with that. So fresh. I smell that, I smell that mint in here. I wish the mint like wasn't present, because actually the eucalyptus in here is somewhat enjoyable. I'm not a eucalyptus person. I'm not a mint person. But the eucalyptus in here, I actually kind of like, but I don't like the mint. That being said, this is not the type of fragrance that is in my wheelhouse at all. I don't like fresh scents in the fall. I prefer gourmands, or, you know, like perfumey type fragrances. But this, it's not bad. I'm burning it inside. I burned it in my kitchen. I burned it in the laundry room this week. It's actually a nice, fresh, clean scent. Is it something that I'm entirely sold on yet? No, not personally, but I also thought that I was going to be burning this and suffering through it, and I'm not suffering. It's actually, it is somewhat enjoyable. It's more than tolerable. It is borderline enjoyable for me. So while I wish they would have maybe done like a gourmand or something maybe a little bit more warm in terms of a fall fragrance, especially with this label, because look at how cute this little kitten is. So cute. Yeah, but yeah, I'm burning it, and it's not bad. It's not bad. Is it my favorite? No. But I'll tell you what I really do like, and it's surprising me, is this salted maple pumpkin. Now this one, obviously I have a little bit further to go. The notes on here are spice, maple, butter, sweet, cinnamon, and vanilla. They really went for the maple this year, didn't they? This is delicious. Ooh, this is delicious. This is maple done right. It is so rich, so creamy, very, very like buttery smelling. It just is yummy. This is yummy. And I need more of this. I think Alf is leaving us. Are you leaving us? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. He's just needed to stretch. He's fine. Oh, he's laying down under the table. Oh. There he is, the cutest boy that there ever was. Wait, let me get the whole dog in there. There he is. Oh my gosh. I love that dog. And let me just tell you, when times are a little tough, there is nothing better than like having a dog to just like squeeze and cuddle and just sink into. He is the best therapy dog in the world. Like him and Mr. Kong, incredible therapy dogs. They would never qualify for certification because they're insane. Mr. Kong was kind of wild. He was my first pug. And Alf he's still in his puppy stage. So yeah, if I do go through that with him, I think he needs to maybe be more around like 5 or 6 before we get to that stage. And also he's gonna have to learn some commands. He knows how to sit and he knows how to come. Those are, it's good enough, right? Sitting's a big one, but yeah, I do need to work with him a little bit more. I was joking with Craig last night. I was like, hey, I'm your live-in house trainer. And he was like, you're terrible at it. So, okay, warm and toasty. I love this. If you are looking for a smoky version of, like a smokier version of Marshmallow Fireside, this is so good. I'm in love with this one. This marshmallow note is really like gooey and very, very authentic. I want more of this already. There's definitely a couple of winners here for me, and this is the other big fat winner. This is, I will say, it gets some massive mushroom tops here, but it's burning great. This is the Pumpkin Rum Toddy. This is one of those classic fall, this takes me back to the Yankee Candle days where you just walk into a Yankee Candle during the fall and you get those like apple pumpkins just smacking you in the face with those classic fall spices. That's what this is. It's so good. Pumpkin spice, rum, citrus fruit, butter, and vanilla. The notes read a little funny based on what like I'm getting here, but it's just good. It reminds me almost like the base for the apple pumpkin, or is it pumpkin apple at Yankee? It's been so long since I've been into a Yankee store. Most of mine have closed around the area where I live here. There is one way over the river. I'm gonna need to hit it up because there is some, I need some more cranberry chutney for this fall, and I told Connor that I would give, and I've been telling Brett this as well. Poor Brett and Connor. I'm like, I swear to you, I will try Yankee again. And then I just am like, do I want to? I'm going to. I just need to figure out what I want and then drive, like I said, way across the river. Portland traffic blows, so I'm not excited about it, but you know, what are you gonna do? I really wish they wouldn't close all their stores. What's that all about? Anyway, I love this, and it just reminds me of the old school Yankee days where I would walk into the store and I would get those, you know, like I said, apple pumpkin vibes, the fall spices, just very fresh, crisp, yummy, delicious, fruity fall goodness. Love it. All right, these two reviews I have already filmed and you will see them shortly. These are the last two country fall 2024 candles that I need to review for you. Obviously, we are well past the halfway point here, so they are filmed. I think I might put these up on Monday. Tomorrow, hopefully I can get this filmed before I take off for my mom's house, but I still need to share my candle accessories. I've been doing this candle accessories series and I fell off with it a little bit. So I still want to share my taper candles, my pillar candle holders, my candle sconces, you know, that kind of stuff. So I've just really been into lately collecting different candle accessories. I mean, I've obviously been doing this for years without it even really being aware that I'm collecting specific like candle accessories. I just think I'm shopping for home decor, but I really do think that I am a collector of things like, you know, candle pedestals, taper candle holders, wall sconces. Like I have a number of candle sconces and I'm interested in more. So anyway, that hopefully I can get that video filmed, and I'd like to put that up on Sunday, so we'll see. A couple of you have been messaging me asking where that video is, and I'm really sorry that I haven't done it yet. Honestly, my brain has been a little bit discombobulated lately. I'm dealing with some stuff, so I just kind of film whatever I feel like is easiest sometimes. So and that video is going to require me to either gather a bunch of stuff to, like, you know, lay out here and for me to show you, but I think the way that I'm going to do it is just take you around the house and show you, you know, it's probably better to see the candle sconces where they're hanging. Why not, right? So if I do it that way, I think it'll be easier to film. So hopefully, like I said, I can get that done. All right, one last, this bourbon apple and oud. Oh, has anyone picked this up? If not, you should, because this is such a unique apple scent. And again, I think I've kind of fallen in love with it. There are at least 3 of these fall candles. Which would they be? The warm and toasty, the salted maple pumpkin. Shoot, there's 4. The pumpkin rum toddy and the bourbon apple and oud. There's no way that I won't repurchase those. I am pretty close to the halfway point, like I said, with all of these, and they'll be done before fall really actually hits. So I'll be repurchasing them so that I can have a round for this fall as well. So yeah, there's that. And then just a few more candle updates. I will be doing individual reviews of these, so I don't want to say too much about them, but I've burned them all now to varying degrees this week. What are these? These are the Above Average Candle Studio fall and Halloween collections. I shared these a few days ago. And the creator of this brand reached out to me and asked if I would be interested in sharing some of her products here on my channel. I love women-owned businesses. I myself have owned a couple of really great businesses that have taught me so much in life. I am no longer actively, you know, running my floral business right now, and I haven't been a wedding planner for years, but it was, I think, one of like the best things that I've ever done is start my businesses. It gave me the opportunity to raise my kid and not have to put her in daycare, and that was amazing. But I love seeing women doing stuff like this, and I love supporting that. So, and the creator of this brand, her name is OG. She is, she is such a lively, like, just happy woman, and there was just no way that I could honestly say no to her. Like, I love her energy. But I will be doing in-depth reviews of these. I will tell you, they are not filling like the larger, more open concept areas of my house. These are just one wicks here. And as you can see there, but in the individual rooms upstairs, they're fantastic. So if you don't have this like open concept situation in your house, these are going to do much better just in your like regular living room or dining room spaces. We also have super high ceilings here, but for a one wick, I'm pretty freaking impressed with how these are doing, and the scents are really yummy. So lastly, really quickly here, let's discuss, there's not a whole lot of variety in terms of the Scentsy. I'm trying to kind of finish a few of my like Scentsy summer bars before I place my first fall order. I'm so excited for Scentsy fall. I'm so excited to see the catalog this year. So, but let's discuss these guys right here. So this is what I have been warming around the house. So this is Cake Me to Paradise, and there are two Cake Me to Paradise. I still have 3 cubes left in this one, so this is gonna go back in that little box there. But did you have a chance to try this one this year? It is so good. Listen, there is no gourmand cakey note in this to me. It just smells like fruity summer goodness. This is very intensely sweet. I almost feel like there are like some lychee vibes in here, some mango. Just think of all of like the sweetest tropical fruits that you can, and that is what I feel like this is all about. It is delicious. It's in my club. It's delightful, and I don't ever want it to go away. So, which automatically means Scentsy is going to discontinue it, put it in the vault, and I'll never see it again, which is why I put it in my club. I learned my lesson with almond croissant. Well, I didn't, because I didn't put enough of it in my club, but I could increase the frequency and get more that way, but I've never done that. So, all right, Jam and Jubilee. Are there 2 Jam and Jubilees? There sure are. This is my favorite Scentsy raspberry fragrance that I've ever smelled. I feel like Scentsy does a lot of strawberry scents, but I don't see them doing a ton of raspberry, especially just like raspberry on its own. And this, you know what this smells like? It smells like the raspberry rosé from Bath and Body Works, and I love it, and I put it in my club. So then the last one, it's Happy Birthday. I like mixing Happy Birthday with both the Cake Me to Paradise as well as the Jam and Jubilee. This is my ultimate mixer, which is why I have 7 bars of Happy Birthday in my club. There's 7 of just this one bar. That's how much I love it. It smells like funfetti birthday cake. Some people swear it's chocolate marble cake. I don't know what they're talking about. I think it's funfetti birthday cake, and I think it's delicious, and I've loved it for eons, and I will never not love it, and I will never take it out of my club, ever. You'll have to pry this from my cold, dead hands. All right, you guys, that is everything for this week. I appreciate you sitting through this video. You guys are amazing. Give this video a big fat thumbs up, just for Alf and his cuteness. Taking his nap over there. Oh my gosh. I just love him. He's so cute. Yeah, thumbs up for Alf, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.